Hey guys, it's James. Just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. Show you kind of where I've made it to so far. It hasn't been that long yet since I started, so and plus time's consuming, but I am getting stuff painted for the new guys. Plus I wanted to show you excuse me, how I did the magnetization for, since this is going to be a heavy competition army. I wanted to show you how I did the magnetization for my special weapons and Kabalite or Cerebite leader, stuff like that. So this is kind of where I'm at so far. I've got 6 of the regular guys done, almost done with the last regular guy, but I'll just show you real quick kind of how these are going. Wearing the gloves to try to help with the focus, so it doesn't focus bad. But here's where they're at. Really like these guys. I turned the brightness up too, so you can see a bit better since they're, you know, kind of dark. So it is brightened up right now, but I think that helps with seeing like the highlights and whatnot on it. So you can see there. So I rather like them. Let's see here. So yeah, I've got quite a few done. They're coming along well. We'll see in the end. You know, these are my regular warriors, so I'm mainly worried about trying to keep them looking nice as a group more than taking a whole bunch of time on them. So, but I think they look pretty good so far. Pretty happy with them. So, and I'll show you more as the army gets more done, or I get more models painted up. So, without further ado, I want to show you how I magnetize these guys before I paint them and stuff. That way, it's easier, a little bit easier to see. I think I might have to turn the brightness down a bit, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so. Let's see here. I'll turn the brightness down just a little bit. There we go. Is that better? A little bit. Alright, so like I said, here's the Cerebite. For magnetizing these guys, what I do is, you know, obviously first I put them together, smooth them all out. This one I green stuffed the shoulders because, like I said before, they had the gaps in there, so I've been having to do that. But other than that, that's really the only gaps that I've seen. Seen on these. So, pretty easy fixes. So, alright. So then what I do is I take and I add little magnets on the side here. I bought them from Magnet Man on Amazon.com. They're the 1/16 by 1/32 inch ones, I believe. Let me double check. Are they 1/16 by 1/16? I think that's what they are actually. Yep, they're 16th inch by 16th inch. I'll show you real quick. So there's the magnets. Pretty small, as you can see. I did the 16th by a 16th, so yeah, they're a little bit thicker. But what's nice about that is it actually it gives it a pretty nice hold. And it's still small enough that I can place these everywhere, so it ain't bad. And I got 50 of these for like $5, so not so bad. And he actually sent me 6 extras. So if you guys are looking to get some magnets, Magnet Man on Amazon.com. Really good deal. All right, and then for the back guy, like the Cerebite here, this was one that was kind of tricky. I was worried about for his back ones, for like the flag, the Phantasm grenade launcher, and I believe this is like a trophy rack type deal, or more just for aesthetics. This little thing here. Focus. There we go. So you know what I'm talking about. So yep, I just drilled down in there and I made it, you know, right in between, so it still has the rounded part there, so it slots in, but it's down flush at the bottom. You can see there. So then on these sides, like for smaller things, what I do is I just take Floral Wire, thinner gauge, And if it has the green plastic on it, let me see if I got a piece here I can show you. I know I do somewhere. Gotta grab new one. Okay. You've seen me use this stuff before. It's the Floral Wire, the green stuff here. I don't remember what gauge this is, but it's probably about 1/32 inch, about half the size, well, maybe even a little bit smaller than that, but it's pretty small. So this stuff's got the green coating, so I just file off the plastic sheath it's dipped in. And then what I do is I take and drill out a little hole in there, and then I super glue a little chunk in there and then snip it flat, or cut it flat with a metal cutter, and then file it so it's nice and smooth and flat, so it has a nice smooth surface there. And then when I actually go and paint this, I'll make sure that I don't get too much paint over that little metal chunk there. So, but that's all it takes, that little itty bit of metal, and it catches that magnet real good, and it's not going to fall off that easy or anything. So you can see there, that's how I did these back ones. The flag, even this big hefty flag, it's just got that little metal piece in there, and it holds great. Another cool thing about using the little metal pieces is you don't really have to worry about positive negative side of the magnet, or north south end, whatever you want to call it, because it'll catch it no matter what, because this part's not magnetized, it's just metal. So holds it real well. Phantasm grenade launcher works good too. So now, like on some of the bigger parts, like the arms here, again I just, drill a hole, slot that in there, and I use a Dremel bit. It's since these are 1/16, I use the one above that. Let me pull it out here and I can actually show you what I use. This is the Dremel Bits. I got this at Walmart, pretty cheap, not too bad. So since the magnets are 1/16, I actually use the 5/64, the next one up, and it's just a little bit bigger, but it makes it really easy to slot those magnets in. And it's cool enough. It's cool too because this one's still small enough that I can fit it in my pin vise, so I don't have to use the Dremel. So I can just slot it in the other half of the pin vise from GW, and it works real well. So that's how I drill them out now. And then like on some of the bigger pieces, like this agonizer arm piece, since it's so far out and everything, I didn't want to use a little piece of metal. I actually wanted to use a magnet as well in there. Just barely fit, but works good. Just take your time, make sure that you get it slotted in there so you don't mess up the detail. If you do, don't worry about it too much, because you can always green stuff around, but it's better just take your time, do it right the first time. So, but anyways, and then that holds really good. That's not going to fall whatsoever. Whereas if I just put the little metal piece in there, it'd get flung off a little bit easier. Plus, this way with the magnet, I can really pose it and have it, hold where I want it to be. So now just make sure when you do this, when you put these in, make sure that you got the right sides to connect. Otherwise, you're gonna have them pushing away, and you're gonna end up with the arm like all cockeyed sideways like this, trying to hold it. So yeah, just double check before you actually super glue your magnets in. And then make sure, as well, if you're doing multiple parts, that you check on all of them before you put them in. Like this one, the poisoned sword or whatever, I did magnet as well, since it's kind of far out there. I don't want it to get bumped and flicked off every few seconds while I'm playing a game, so did that. I even did it on these pistols. I really didn't need to because they're pretty short and close to the body, and I could have done it with just a little metal chunk, but I did the magnets on those ones as well. So he's got his blast pistol and then the regular splinter pistol. But yeah, so that guy's got, it's good options, which is nice, and it's cool. So then, especially for people going to be gaming, you can swap these out. And then another benefit is that when I get more units and stuff like that, like if I want to do like Trueborn or something like that, where I get to add more special weapons, I can pull them off. If I'm not using this Sabrite, I can use his weapons from here. They'll already be painted up, and if I magnetize some other guys, I can just swap them on there. So, yep, that's that one there. And then I did it with the Cerabites and the special weapons as well. So this guy's got the blaster and the, I don't remember what else, Splinter Cannon or something, but yep, or this is a chick, so yep, same thing, magnet in the shoulder slots, and magnet on the weapons since these ones are a little bigger, but on these arms, since they're, you know, pretty light, pretty thin, I just put the metal chunk in there, so it's pretty easy. Just slide it in and put it into its holding spot, and there you go. It's good. It's posed, holds it real well. You know, it's not gonna get, every time it gets bumped, it's not gonna fall off, which works good. So, which is nice too for transportation, even for bigger weaponry. These ones aren't so bad, but some of the bigger ones. But make sure when you're putting the magnets in and stuff that you line it up right, so the arm's gonna sit where it wants, and make sure that it sits flat, so it don't look goofy. Especially if you're trying to, you know, paint them up nice and have them trying to, you know, win some awards for best painted army and stuff too. You don't want them looking all goofy on there. Alright, here's my next one. This is the heavy weapons, as you can see here. Now this is the first one I did. I actually wanted to test this out. Now this is the this is the Splinter Cannon, I think, actually, but it's a rather big one, and I actually only used a little metal piece. Now the thing is with this too, though, this model's, the knees are bent, so it kind of sits on top of here anyways. So I would advise putting a magnet in one this size, but I didn't on this, and it still holds well enough that it's not going to get too easily bumped off. So, you know, but it works good, still fits nice. There's the hands, goes like that, and it actually, as you can see there, flops right down right into place. So there you go. Works good. And his weapon switch out, Dark Lance. Now that one did get a magnet. Obviously this thing's like 10 feet long. Sarcastic. But again, a little arm, just a piece of floral wire, and bam, slots right in. This one's cool too. It's got little grips on the gun, so it actually kind of helps out too, because it can catch on the catch these little fingers here and help kind of hold it in place. What am I doing wrong? Got this in the wrong spot. This was my second one I did, so, or first one I did, but the second arm set. So I got when I placed the magnet, I placed it a little bit too far to the right. I don't know if you can see that. So this one's kind of, this arm doesn't fit exactly right. I got to kind of tweak it down in place, but it does catch on here. Let me see if I can get it. Got my big old clumsy gloves on. There we go. So yep, see, fits right in. Looks like this person's looking through the scope. Real nice. Now this person doesn't stand up so well without his base, but let me see. There you go. Alright, so that's magnetization. Pretty easy stuff. And again, personal advice for everyone out there doing these Kabalite warriors. I would definitely green stuff the shoulders, the shoulder pads, because some of these had pretty big gaps in them. I don't know how well you can see the green stuff there, but yeah, just fill in that gap. And I know Les from Awesome Paint Job, he did a little video too on filling gaps using like the shavings from the plastic and a little bit of super glue. So you know, that'd probably work too. It'd be kind of, I don't know, it might be kind of hard to get down in between the shoulder, or the kind of the shoulder and the helmet here, but maybe if you did it before, you know, let it dry, you sand it down, it might work a lot better. But yeah, it'd be something to check out too, if you wished. But I use green stuff. It works really well for me, and I can just shape it in there, and pretty much it's a one done deal, which works nice. But alright, so I just want to show you that, guys. So that's what I magnetized out of the Kabalites, and the rest, again, like I told you before, with the regular guys, I just took and used the floral wire, drilled a hole, and pinned these right into place, because I don't need to switch these out. I'm not too worried about it. Maybe in another box I might have some of them have the magnetization, just because it'll be more guys for like the Trueborn and stuff switch out, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll always need plenty with just the Splinter rifles anyways. Oh, and one more thing I was going to say. I forgot. Oh yeah, and then the cool thing is too about this, like, I didn't do it yet, but I am going to. The Kabalite Warrior box came with extra splinter rifles, so instead of having these special weapons, you can have splinter rifles on them. So I'm going to magnetize a couple sets of splinter rifles just in case, you know, I decide instead of using the special weapons just to take all splinter rifles for point reasons or whatever. So it's another really cool thing about, you know, magnetization. Instead of having to worry about having extra guys and having you know, your special weapons, having to bring your special weapons or cut your army size down if you don't have regular splinter or regular weaponry, really helps out. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Probably not yet, but I'll magnetize those up when I go to paint these. So I'm gonna be painting these here pretty soon, probably within a day. Just gotta finish up the one and get these bases pinned and drilled. They're already painted up, but I just need to pin them. So alright guys, well that's it for now. Hope that's kind of helpful to you and handy, and if you got any questions, leave a comment. I'll try to answer it if at all possible, but again, you know, like I said, I've been busy and trying to get everything done. So take care. Thanks for watching my videos, guys. I really appreciate everyone that comes and subscribes and stuff like that, you know. It's great, and I'm just happy to be able to help out here and there. So you guys take care. Keep gaming. Love y'all. Later.